Today we're going to work on learning how to create a feature in a game that allows you to shoot projectiles and having also something to do with a target when it gets hit by a projectile. But right now we're just going to start by creating the shooting device. So in your Scratch, just go ahead and delete your cat sprite. We're going to make two shooting devices so I can show you how both would work. So let's go right here, and I'm going to just do this real quick. So I'm going to click on a circle, click on a color, and if you hold down the shift key, you can make a perfect circle. And let's see, and then I'm going to make the shooting device. So let's choose this color, and I'll use a rectangle. You don't have to do, your device can look different. It's not as if this is the one and only way to make a shooting device. Okay, and I think I want to make it a little bit bigger. So, there we go. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Although, trying too hard, Mr. Jameson. Okay, so I'll click OK. And it's about the right size. If I want to make it bigger or smaller, of course, I could just go up here, click like this to make it bigger, or click like this to make it smaller. But I do want to duplicate it because I want to have two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on it and just duplicate. No, got to turn this off here. Right click and duplicate. So I've got two now. Okay, now one is going to go down here on the bottom, and it's going to go back and forth. Okay, there we go. Move down a little bit more, and the other one's just going to sort of independently, I'll just leave it right here, independently shoot. Okay, so now that we've got that, we need to get into the code for this. And so it's fairly simple. You guys should have done this before. So why don't we start, we'll start with this one here. And we want it to be in a certain place. If you want it to start in a certain place, you can just tell it where to go. So I can say when clicked, and then just go to motion. This one's not really necessary. Go to. And as you can see, here's the coordinates up here, and the go to set it for that one. This one I'm just going to leave right here. I'm not going to actually let it go anywhere. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to give these things controls. Actually, I'm going to delete this one right here for the time being, and let's just create controls. Actually, you know what? Now let's duplicate that. Actually, I do want that. So I'm going to call this one, first of all, Cannon 1. And I'll call this one Cannon 2. And I really think it's good to name your sprites because you really, it allows you to keep track. And enter. Okay, so we'll just deal with Cannon 1 right now. We want Cannon 1 to, when clicked, we'll pull two of these out. And then forever if, and I guess I could have duplicated this, but whatever. Actually, I can, so I'm just going to drop that in there. Sensing, key, and change by X. And that would be motion. Change by X. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate this. And so on this one, I want it to sense the right arrow key, and if it senses the right arrow key, I want it to go, remember, to the right is a negative, so -10. And to the left is a positive, and that's going to be the left arrow. Remember, the x-axis is going back and forth. So now, when we try it out, There we go. And what it's done is we copied it, so this other one automatically jumped over here, but we're gonna take care of that in a second. All right, so let's deal with the other one, Canon 2. So I want this code to go into Canon 2, so I'm just gonna drag it over here and drop it. Now it looks like nothing's happening, but when I go over to Canon 2, I'll just move it up here again, click on it, notice that code is there. Now I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't want it to go anywhere. But in this case, I'm going to change this thing right here, change X by 10, and I'm going to pull that out here. Hold on. Pull it out here. And on this one, if I hit the right arrow, it's going to go 15 degrees to the left, and if I hit the left arrow, excuse me, the left arrow, or the, okay, anyway, you get it. So turn right, turn left. So watch this. Oops. Am I in the wrong one? Here, I think I grabbed the wrong one. Let's hit this again. And yes, I must have grabbed the wrong one, so let's just put these up here and try that one more time and see which one moves. Okay, so this is the one. All right, so let's try this out. I'm going to stop, start, and so you can see if I, okay, so why I did this is to just say that you can have one or the other, okay? So if I want my Canon to just rotate, I can have it do that. And I should probably have created the circle after, or excuse me, put that little gun on that circle afterwards, because right now it's rotating on the axis of the gun and the circle rather than on the circle itself. But let's just, that's just to show you that you can have something that rotates if you want.